Huh. No tweets from Skip Bayless about the Packers. Huh. They didn't even talk about Aaron Rodgers on Undisputed today. What the frick? Nothing again today? I give up. He's not talking about him this week.
It's my turn!
Okay, I'm going.
It's my turn.
Hey, what up, everyone? It's Matt Mamba, and welcome back to Skip Bayless hating on Aaron Rodgers week 2, baby. Here we go. So, sorry this took so long, but it took until freaking Wednesday for Skip Bayless to even bring up the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I just figured he was taking the week off to focus on some LeBron slander because he's in the playoffs right now. But no, out of nowhere, here he comes! So here's the debate they're supposed to be having. Pro Football Focus named Aaron Rodgers the top quarterback for back-to-back weeks to open the season, and the question is, can Aaron Rodgers keep this up? Let's see what Skip has to say.
Aaron Rodgers is back. And then maybe Aaron will step right off the cliff the way he has been the last 4 years. Hot starts followed by tapering off, followed by falling off the cliff at the end of the year.
I'm trying to figure out when was 26 touchdowns and 4 interceptions with 4,000 yards and a 13-3 record dropping off a cliff.
I'm going to read from Pro Football Focus back on June the 8th what they wrote about Aaron Rodgers going into this season.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers has become ever more evidently part of the problem in Green Bay, and his own team spent the offseason laying plans to minimize his role in 2020 and replace him beyond that. Rodgers finished the regular season as the number 9 ranked quarterback. That's last year. And he was just 17th ranked from week 8 onwards. Fell off the cliff last year.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on is right, Shannon. What the frick is Skip doing here? He treats Pro Football Focus as if it's this great Bible that knows all about football, when in reality it's a really flawed thing to really take into account and just 100% believe Pro Football Focus. But we'll get into that later. But for right now, the debate is Pro Football Focus graded Aaron Rodgers as the top graded quarterback back-to-back weeks this season. But before he even touches anything from this season, he has to bring up a little write-up Pro Football Focus had to say about him last season. What are you doing? Pro Football Focus, now I'm going to get into why it's flawed. They say our grading system is concerned with how a player performed on a particular play, not the outcome of that play, and they break it down play by play of each game. But that's pretty much impossible to do when you don't know what the coach called, what you know what the quarterback is audibling to. Do you know if the wide receiver ran the wrong route, or if the quarterback overthrew him? You don't know that stuff, Pro Football Focus. No one does. Only the coaches and the players know that. So how the frick can you grade play by play when you don't even know what the play is?
Aaron Rodgers started off at Minnesota against a rebuilding mess of a secondary of the Vikings.
Oh, yeah, rebuilding.
Yep, and he had a QBR of 92, which is really good. And he was 32 of 44, 364. But then he goes home against Detroit, and he's not that great. It's 18 of 30 for 240. It's okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so I'm mostly with Skip so far. Minnesota does have a rebuilding and young secondary. Rodgers still had an immaculate game, which he does acknowledge. Detroit, he went 18 of 30, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I will say, just off the top of my head from when I was watching the game, I can remember 2 drop passes that should have been easily caught. One by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, one by Jay Sternberger. Then he would be 20 of 30. Would he get as much criticism? You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, Rodgers threw 14 less passes than he did week 1, but that's mostly because the rushing game was a lot more effective this week, which Skip is going to get into right now.
Yeah, but the real MVP, Aaron Jones, as you said, he ran wild, 18 for 168 yards.
I just want to know.
See, that's beyond Zeke.
And
then he caught 4 balls for 68 more. That's 236 total yards.
Can I ask you a question?
From the real Aaron
Can I ask you a
Jones.
question?
Oh, there's a classic Skip Bayless little petty jab at Aaron Rodgers for calling Aaron Jones the real Aaron of this Green Bay Packers team. Whatever. Most would look at this Packers offense and see that they have a balanced passing and rushing game and both need to be respected. But no, I guess we'll just stick with the little narrative that Aaron Jones is the real Aaron of this team, Skip. Will that make you feel better?
Does Aaron Rodgers have more touchdowns than interceptions? Because I know a guy that you're talking about is playing great is tied at 3-3. Do you want to call out his name, or should I?
6-0. Or should I call out the completion percentage so far by the star who is Aaron Rodgers, who is dominating pro football? His completion percentage so far is 67.6%.
That's great.
That ranks 14th in the NFL.
That is great.
Oh, cool. It's time for Skip Bayless to cherry pick stats that make Aaron Rodgers look as bad as possible. Well, two can play at that game, my dude. Well, since you brought up completion percentage, I just thought it might be helpful to let you know that the Packers are tied for 4th in the league in dropped passes. So let's just for fun say 2 of the 5 passes that they dropped this season were caught. Suddenly, Aaron Rodgers goes from 14th in the league in completion percentage all the way up to 9th. Shoot, let's just for the fun of it, just to show how stupid your stat is right now, let's say all 5 passes get caught. He would jump all the way up from 9th to 5th. It's almost like this flimsy stat means nothing because it's only week freaking 2 and you're bringing up completion percentage for the year? Shoot, I'm looking at it right now. Phillip Rivers is 3rd in the NFL in completion percentage and he's looked awful this year. And Mahomes is 22nd. You gonna tell me that means anything? Here's another stat I'll randomly throw at you, Skip. It's your favorite. It's QBR. Why aren't you bringing up your favorite stat, QBR? Oh, because Aaron Rodgers is number 1 in the league in QBR right now. That might be why. You see, my point here is you can't just randomly cherry pick random stats to make someone look bad, especially when it's single season stats for this year, because last I checked, it's only week 2. That's not a big sample size to deal with here.
What's your guy?
I don't care what this is about Aaron
No,
Rodgers. It's about Aaron Rodgers.
but-
You're having to change the subject because I have you on the run
Skip.
yet again.
Skip.
And the Emmy for most painfully ironic statement ever said goes to... It's you! Huh. Aren't you the guy who anytime LeBron James has a good game, you have to change the subject back to the 2011 NBA Finals? Aren't you the guy who literally last week when talking about Aaron Rodgers, when the question was, who had the better performance, Aaron Rodgers or Kyler Murray from week 1 this year? You had to change the subject to, well, Aaron Rodgers has a bad game every week and in week 1, so I'm not going to put much stock into it. That wasn't the question at all. Seems like you're changing the subject. Seems like you were on the ropes and you were trying to craft your own narrative because the current narrative that was being asked didn't fit your freaking narrative. Whew. Okay, so with all that out of the way, I just want to say this. Why does Shannon Sharp have to bring up Tom Brady? I get what he's trying to do with the little gotcha moment with Skip, but this is one of the reasons I cannot stand watching shows like Undisputed, First Take, whatever they are. It's the same thing over and over again. Oh, wow, they're debating LeBron versus Michael Jordan. Oh, wow, they're debating Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. I've seen this all the time, and you guys bring up the same exact points every time. It's nothing new. It's like a 3-year-old kid watching the same 2 episodes of Peppa Pig on DVD because his little brain doesn't care because it's just moving pictures that he's interested in. Oh my God. And if that wasn't bad enough, shortly after Shannon brings that up, he also brings up LeBron. So I click on a YouTube video that's 7 minutes and 22 seconds long that's titled that it's going to be about Aaron Rodgers, and Shannon Sharp shifts the focus to Tom Brady and then LeBron by the 4 minutes and 30-second mark. So did you guys not have enough time to talk about Tom Brady and LeBron James every other day of the week, every other segment but this one right here? All right, so that pretty much wraps up week 2. I'm pretty sure next week we're going to be getting some skip segments talking about Aaron Rodgers a little quicker this next week because the Packers take on the Saints. You know, it's Aaron Rodgers versus Drew Brees. Also, it's Sunday Night Football, so you got a primetime game. So I know Skip's going to be watching it, so I'm going to be trying to predict some of his tweets as they're happening during the game. So yeah, that should pretty much cover it. I just want to say this one thing, all right? Michael Thomas is already listed as out for the game. And Davante Adams is doubtful right now when he hasn't practiced all week. So that's probably going to be a wash. They're probably both not playing. There's both their number 1 guys not playing. So I don't want to hear the excuse from Packers fans that, oh, we didn't have Davante Adams and that's why we lost. But, Skip, listen up right now. I also don't want to hear the excuse of Aaron Rodgers when the Packers wins. Oh, well, Aaron Rodgers has all these weapons. There's no Davante Adams, okay? I don't want to hear it. Frick. I got to find a way to end this video. I really have no idea how I'm going to end this video. All right, so I found a scammer telemarketer phone number on the internet. So we'll see how this goes.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be completed as the...
Gosh dang it! Okay, I found another one. This one was posted 19 hours ago. So let's see if they changed numbers already.
Nobody is available to take your call at the moment. Goodbye.
What's with the sass with that? What the frick?
Nobody is available to take your call at the moment. Goodbye.
Like, what the frick? All right, so I found this Reddit page with a bunch of like scammer phone numbers to call, and okay, so I'm gonna call this one. I just need a good way to end this video. I gotta mess with someone that's a piece of trash.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Sick. This is a banger. You know, if you're gonna get scammed, you might as well listen to this bop. This could be a while.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available
I'm reading a book here.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
I'm waiting. I just finished If You Gave a Mouse a Cookie in its entirety. Still on freaking hold.